Yo, we go. Yo, welcome to the video. And now I'm gonna recommend you check out another video. Skillup, when he's not covering Division, he's making excellent content. He's a little gem I didn't even realize. He uploaded a video called The Untold History of EA's Long and Rich Pay-to-Win Love Affair. And this is the kind of out-of-the-box thinking counterculture video that I love when people make. This is what inspires me. Highly recommended. I've watched it almost twice now. It's so dense and compact with information, it's worth multiple watches, and it's worth the watch just for informational purposes for at least once. You will learn a lot watching it. He uncovered that the loot box fiasco is all started by EA, not Overwatch. And in the video, he blows the lid off and explains everything. Everything in the game is behind the cards, aka the same way MUT and FIFA Ultimate Team are. They designed the entire... like I said, they designed the entire game around the loot boxes, but actually they designed the entire game to be like Madden Ultimate Team and FIFA Ultimate Team. It explains everything now. And this is where we get into Robot EA. It has its positives and negatives. It had the campaign being made by Motive, so what we got was a pretty average campaign in the end. And that let DICE handle the PvP by themselves, and they didn't even have to focus on the flying part. That was left to Creation, the guys that made Burnout. And everybody says the flying in this game is more improved and it's solid, so they got that going for it. And in my opinion, the multiplayer is good. I don't care. It is DICE. You can tell DICE made it because they took their time with it. They didn't have to make the flying part and they didn't have to make the campaign. This is a good thing for EA. I'm giving them praise here because I'm about to slam them some more, but I honestly, this is the best part about the game is they let DICE handle what DICE does best. Damn, I didn't even think to make that point in this video. That wasn't even the point of this video. That was a little off topic, but it's true. Like, thank you EA for that. The whole game was designed around being a cash grab in a PvP shooter. And the problem with PvP shooters is it's supposed to be fair and balanced and equal, and that doesn't play into FIFA and MUT. That was one thing. That's another reason why I didn't play MUT. It required a serious amount of time or pain, as Dylan liked to say, because Dylan played FIFA. And since Dylan defected from the crew, I wasn't able to get the heads up that this was basically FIFA. So I blame Dylan for me. I blame Dylan for not giving me the information to make this video sooner. That's just a joke. No offense. Shout out to Dylan, I guess. Alright, I'm back. I had to put my blood out. Alright, let's go. Let go. Alright, where do we go? In the Skillup video, it kind of points to EA's lifespan and trajectory as a company. In the video, he paints EA more as a company, and it let me look at it from a different lens, and so I'm able to make some other observations that are important. EA's basically gotten the developers down to being workforces. They're just making games that they tell them to in certain formulas. You do this way. It's just exactly like a normal job. Corporate hands you down a blueprint of what you should do and how you should do it, and there's not much you personally can have an input on it creatively. And that's what EA's working towards. And that's exactly what happened to Visceral. That's why any developers that can't adapt to it or aren't blessed like DICE, and they just get caught up in the hype. So EA's future of games, breaking down developers and using them as workforce to give them formulaic games built completely around Ultimate Team. That was what Star Wars Battlefront 2. This was the biggest example of said formula, because it's actually trickled into their smaller games like Need for Speed and all their other EA games with microtransactions. EA is really the enemy of quality games at this point, because capitalism is the enemy of creativity. In the Skillup video, he goes back to the Visceral story and mentioned how when Visceral was presenting the game to EA, one of the EA executives responded saying, how is this going to make hundreds of millions of dollars? Since their head is in, how do we make more money, because they're making an insane killing off FIFA and Ultimate Team, they want to duplicate said process and continue to make said amount of money. So as Skillup points out, they're addicted to that form of revenue at this point, and they're switching all of their game development towards that style. And that's why my point that paying attention to the most played games list is important, because it's not paying off. EA's losing money. They're gonna start losing money on this. This is hurting them. That's what Skillup kind of points out, and my most played games list points out. EA's not really doing good now because of this, and other games that are striving to make quality games, their business model and their style of making games, you know, the pure way, the bright way to make games like Fortnite, those are shining. Like, it's weird. Like, EA's corporate greed is actually not hurting them in the video games industry, and that's good. I'm proud of it. This is the good thing about video games industry, the capitalism and the greed. It's backfiring. EA's not being able to make money with it, and not getting a sheep following to do this. People are resisting it instantly, and this is very positive.
Next time think 39 thieves quicker than 40 winks.
EA, it would just be easier for you to hire 39 thieves than to just make 40 shitty games at this point. So that'd be my business recommendation for you guys. Just hire some thieves instead. It'd be a lot easier. EA would rather turn out shitty games than quality ones. So my examples were the Need for Speed franchise. Hardline should have never been made. The Dead Space franchise, straight down the tubes, and also what they are forcing Visceral to make. When I did my research into Visceral, yeah, EA did kill them. Mass Effect Andromeda, which was a massive cash grab. And the FIFA and Madden annual releases at this point, they shouldn't be annual releases. They should take 2 years. It's really, the games would benefit tremendously. So we have to pause your regularly scheduled programming to hold up and take this moment to say, fuck Microsoft, I can't look at the most played games list to give you any more information on the important middle part of the games list. I can only tell you the top 8. So, what we got? COD World War II, which just came out, and it's still holding strong at 1. But Fortnite's a free-to-play game, and it's still being supported at 2, so it'll be interesting to see if that's able to overtake it at some point. Rainbow Six Siege has a content update on the way. Can't wait to see the impact that has on the player base. And I also can't wait to go back to that game. I'm starting to really miss it. GTA 5 holding strong at 4. Same thing with 2K18 and ARK somehow. Overwatch is still riding a little buzz right now because of its new character and the free-to-play weekend. And the free-to-play weekend probably had some impact on the player base in a positive way. And then you got Roblox. I got nothing for Roblox. Nope, got nothing. So my takeaway, once again, is still Fortnite and Rainbow Six Siege, 2 amazing games, holding strong at 2 and 3. Those are the ones to pay attention to. If you like Overwatch, whatever. Overwatch, I don't really, I don't care. And COD World War II, it'll be interesting to see what this does. If it stays at #1 from now to the end of the year, that'll be interesting. That's one storyline I'll be paying attention to. And this content update for Rainbow Six Siege, it has the potential to overtake COD World War II with this DLC. Can it? And will it? I don't think so. But that's what's going to be amazing to see if it does. The same thing with Fortnite. It'll be interesting to see if it stays here, goes up, or down. I'm really not sure how that's going to play out. But those are my thoughts. This is the video. Oh no, and I got to change. Okay, and then we got one editor's note. We got one slight retraction. Back to Star Wars Battlefront 2. Yeah, I don't recommend buying the game at this point. It's because it's just, the endgame content's literally broken. The progression system, the Madden Ultimate Team, the FIFA Ultimate Team progression system is just broken. EA didn't, or DICE doesn't have the, EA, someone's to blame. I'm gonna blame EA and DICE. I'm gonna blame EA and DICE. I don't know who the fuck to, alright, I don't know who to properly blame, so that's what sucks. So we're gonna blame EA. Even though I really want to blame the developers right here. But we're going to blame EA because, as this guy's picture points out, all he's getting is duplicates, which don't turn into crafting parts, they turn into more credits, which actually puts you at a loss for the credits you scored. So you'll spend the time playing the game to get the credits to buy the crate, only to get more credits back and a small amount of crafting parts, which can be used to circumvent said RNG factor by having crafting parts. So that's the circle that the endgame content is. It's completely broken, doesn't work, and it's very sad. Once again, it's the saddest part about this game. It's actually a good game. At its core, it's an okay game. Yeah, I don't know. It's plagued by such huge issues, man. It's just another example in the games industry how everybody's an idiot. It's just it's hilarious, man. It's so funny. You know, the big money dudes think they know everything, and it's like, at the end of the day, you bow to the will of the gamers. At the end of the day, it's what people are playing that matters. And so EA's front right now doesn't mean shit because no one's fucking playing their games. That's the story. That's my comment. Eat it, Bruce. I comment on every video. Yo, I comment on every video by being in the video. This man like, oh, you ate in the comment section. You tripping. And also, shout out to Benjamin, because he watched my Destiny Sword video. I'm gonna put a link to that. Yeah, that's gonna be one of the recommended videos, my Destiny video. That video go hard, mad underrated video on the channel, by the way. He gets it. Destiny Trap Sword music. Man, that fucking song, that video go hard as shit. That video go hard as fuck. That video go hard. And 2Cold26 begging for a shout out. And the reason why I mentioned Storm is because I'm playing with him. He's fresh in the brain. You ain't here no more, fam. You dip. So like that's why Storm getting the shout out. Shout out to the people that I'm currently hanging out and talking to. But this is gonna be 2Cold26's shout out. So shout out to 2Cold26. Shout out to Exile Bravo. Shout out to HFB Stormtrooper. He said if I mention his name and stuff, he'll watch it. So I was like, whatever, I'll mention him. He runs a YouTube and he Twitch streams and stuff. So you go check him out. That link will be somewhere around here. And thank you for watching. These videos are only. Oh, and shout out to all those dudes on Battlefield 3. Shout out to all the dudes in the comment section for my last Battlefield 3 video. Every time I think about quitting YouTube, I do something Battlefield 3 related and it rejuvenates my love for YouTube and for my love for gaming. So shout out to these dudes for commenting and shout out to you for watching. Peace out.